Zelete, thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. A huge shout out to my channel members, those who are donating. I appreciate all of you for the support that you give to the channel. You are the reason we keep breaking down these critical frontline updates. We are tracking a major geopolitical shift right now on the West African front lines, coming straight out of Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso. Ouattani, the newly elected president of the Republic of Benin, has officially touched down for a high-stake frontline working visit with Burkina Faso head of state, Comrade Captain Ibrahim Traore, are all in all. This is not a standard diplomatic photo op. This is a direct, aggressive realignment aimed at shifting the balance of power and security in the region. The core of this narrative centers heavily on survival and collective security. According to the official joint communique, both leaders have completely redefined how they plan to police and protect their shared borders. The primary focus of Traore-Ouattani talks was a coordinated response to the massive security challenges plaguing the sub-region. They are staring down a heavy threat environment, specifically the containment of terrorism, aggressive violent extremism, and highly organized transformational crime corridors. Both heads of states openly declared that isolation is no longer an option, emphasizing the absolute necessity of immediate practical cooperation and intelligence sharing between neighboring states to counter these common threats.
Press release, friendship and working visit of His Excellency Mr. Romuald Ouattani, President of the Republic of Benin to Burkina Faso. On June 2nd, 2026, His Excellency Mr. Romuald Ouattani, President of the Republic of Benin, made a friendship and working visit to Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso, with the aim of giving new impetus to the centuries-old relations that unite the Beninese and Burkinabe peoples. Upon his arrival at Ouagadougou International Airport, President Romuald Ouattani and his delegation were welcomed by Comrade Captain Ibrahim Traore, President of Faso, surrounded by members of the government and presidents of institutions, as well as representatives of the constituted bodies. In line with the common desire of the two heads of state to strengthen the historical relations of friendship, fraternity, and cooperation that unite Burkina Faso and the Republic of Benin, this visit allowed the two distinguished personalities to conduct an in-depth review of bilateral relations as well as major sub-regional, African, and international issues. On the bilateral level, the two presidents reaffirmed their commitment to strengthening political dialogue and deepening cooperation between their countries. They emphasized the need to build a renewed partnership based on trust, mutual respect, solidarity, and the pursuit of joint solutions to common challenges. To this end, and addressing the security situation in the sub-region, the two heads of state emphasized the urgent need to strengthen cooperation, solidarity, and consultation among neighboring states in the face of common threats, notably terrorism, organized cross-border crime, and all forms of violent extremism. They reaffirmed their determination to work together for peace, stability, and sustainable development in the West African region. The two heads of state also exchanged views on the main challenges facing the African continent and the international community. They specifically discussed the situations in the Sahel region and the Great Lakes region and reaffirmed their commitment to the peaceful resolution of disputes, dialogue, and diplomacy as the preferred means of resolving crises. On economic issues, the two heads of state welcomed the potential and promising prospects for cooperation in the areas of trade, industry, craftsmanship, technical and vocational training, transport infrastructure, logistics, transit, and investment promotion. They agreed to further encourage economic exchanges and cross-investments for the benefit of economic operators and the populations of both countries. The SADC is appreciating the strategic role of the autonomous port of Cotonou in supplying Burkina Faso and the importance of smooth transport corridors for the economies of both countries. The two leaders expressed their commitment to strengthening cooperation in transit facilitation, transport, and logistics. To inject new momentum into the bilateral partnership, the two heads of state instructed their foreign ministers to take necessary measures for the prompt convening of the 5th session of the Burkina Faso-Benin Joint Cooperation Commission. They also encouraged the acceleration of the finalization of pending agreement projects to strengthen the legal framework of cooperation between the two states. The two heads of state expressed satisfaction with the living, reception, and integration conditions enjoyed by Burkinabe nationals living in Benin and Beninese nationals residing in Burkina Faso. They encouraged their respective communities to continue maintaining exemplary relations of fraternity, peaceful coexistence, and solidarity. The two presidents praised the quality of the historical ties that unite the Burkinabe and Beninese peoples, as well as the family and historical connections that further strengthen the closeness between the two nations. So, les says they reaffirmed their desire to make this human closeness an additional lever for cooperation and integration. At the end of his visit, His Excellency Mr. Romuald Wadagni expressed his deep gratitude to Comrade Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the government, and the Burkinabe people for the fraternal, warm welcome and hospitality extended to him and the accompanying delegation. Comrade Captain Ibrahim Traoré took the opportunity to reiterate his heartfelt congratulations to his counterpart from Benin.
The conversation did not stop at their immediate borders either. The leaders formally reviewed the volatile situation sweeping the wider Sahelian Strip and the Great Lake region, signaling that their strategic eyes is on the broader African landscape. But you cannot run a frontline defense without securing your supply lines, because Burkina Faso is a landlocked. Its economic survival relies entirely on fluid transit. During these talks, both leaders highlighted the absolute strategic necessity of the autonomous port of Cotonou in Benin. They have pledged to immediately optimize their transport and logistic corridors to ensure the seamless rapid transit of goods. To back this up, they have ordered their respective ministers of foreign affairs to instantly fast-track the 5th session of the Burkina Faso-Benin Joint Commission for Cooperation, moving as far as possible to clear the legal and bureaucratic red tape to get cross-investment flowing between their economic sectors. The human element here is just as strong as the ground. Both leaders took the time to publicly praise the peaceful integration and brotherhood of Burkinabe citizens living in Benin and Beninese citizens established in Burkina Faso, proving that the ground-level bond between these two nations remains incredibly tight. This is a new dawn for the leaders in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso and Benin, and we are hoping that what we are hoping for as Africans, the unity we are calling for, will definitely come to play. The time has come for us to understand that what is happening in the Sahel is a regional or the whole continent matter, because this thing started in Libya when they wanted to do away with Muammar Gaddafi. Today, Muammar Gaddafi is gone, and these activities are still spreading. So if we are not making this our problem, and we want to put politics to favor the narrative of these people because they continue to think that Africa is for them and the resources here belong to them, then we need to wake up as Africans. This is a new beginning and a new dawn. We hope that the leader in Benin will finally take a bold stand to join the brothers in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, so collectively they can fight against what is happening. Just some few days after he was sworn in, we saw the attacks that happened, but all these things didn't stop him from reuniting with his brothers and sisters in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, because we need to understand that the time for us all to start seeing ourselves as one people is now. But whatever it is, other people are saying that they should also tread with caution, because it's only time that will tell who he truly is. But whatever it is, we hope that as they have started, things will move the way we want, so that finally the African unity that we are preaching for will finally come to pass. We need ourselves, and it's only ourselves that can change the narrative. We are the only ones that can set ourselves free. United we stand, divided we fall, and united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world in Africa, West Africa, and in Burkina Faso.